This is in many ways like Watergate. This is a situation where people clearly violated the law.
We are breaking down just released emails that shed new light into an investigation that led several of Scott Walker's former staffers behind bars.
The next time that she's on Facebook and I catch her on Facebook, I'm beating the hell out of her.
And a mother uses extreme tactics to discipline her teen daughter that she says was putting herself in danger online. It's video that you've got to see.
Plaza Wintry Mix is making the morning commute a messy one. This is a live look right now. You can hardly see Miller Park. We have live team coverage for you this morning to show you what's happening right now and what's coming up later today. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, February 20th. I'm Jessica Ty.
And I'm Nate Custer. And weather is the big story this morning. And we've got a full team covering it for you. Matt Doyle is monitoring the crews as they head out to clean up.
Andy Bravelli will show you the road conditions street level from the driver's seat. Meteorologist Michael Schlesinger is also out on the roads to show you the wintry mix that's happening right now. But first, meteorologist Lance Hill is tracking the storm and looking ahead. Lance?
Yeah, absolutely. And this morning, the radar just lit up with all kinds of colors, from reds to yellows and even dark blues. The snow, sleet, and freezing rain coming down across the southeast Wisconsin. So please just be careful as you head out and start your day today. Most of the roadways interstate system is going to be mainly just wet with temperatures at or just above freezing. But it's some of those sidewalks and the overpasses, bridges, that sort of thing that could be frozen over. Let's zoom you in here. Notice the bright yellows to even some reds showing up. Sleet, heavy rain right now out of Jefferson County, right along and south of I-94, coming through Waukesha County all the way into Milwaukee as well. And then we get dark blues. That's some snow, heavy wet snow mixing in with some sleet and maybe some freezing rain out of Walworth, Racine, and into Kenosha County early this morning. Temperatures, let's check our 6 o'clock updated temperatures for you here. Still 32 degrees, right at freezing in Waukesha and also in Burlington. So watch out for that freezing rain as that rain is coming down and freezing on contact. Winter weather advisory through 10 o'clock this morning, and as we go through the day later on today, we'll actually see temperatures jump up with highs around 40 degrees and that wintry mix changing to all rain as we head into later on this morning and into the afternoon hours. But then, guys, a high wind warning in effect overnight tonight. We'll have much more on that complete forecast for you coming up in just a few minutes. But Nate, I'm sure we've got that team out there and they're going to tell us it's a bit of a mess early this morning.
Indeed, that is the case. Thank you so much, Lance. Time now 6:03. Our live team coverage continuing on this storm with a view from our exclusive iCam. Andy Bravelli has the street view for us right now. And good morning to you, Andy. Tell us about those conditions.
Good morning to you, Nate. Right now, westbound 94 approaching Gerke's Corner at Barker Road, and we are now in a wintry mix. It is starting to get a little slushy on these roadways, so it is raining as well as sleeting. As you can see, it's starting to get a little thick out here. Traffic is starting to build. We did have our first accident this morning right now, southbound 45 near Highway 145 in Menominee Falls area. It is a spin-out accident. The right lane is blocked. They are currently working to clear that right now, but again, not too much to get you to spin out when conditions are like this. Be very careful. You want to give yourself plenty of extra time to get to where you need to go this morning. Leave a little early. Just watch down those on and off ramps. Again, wasn't too much to be concerned about earlier. Now that we're starting to get that mix in the Milwaukee area, you definitely want to give yourself plenty of following distance. Now, the good news is there are salt trucks throughout the system working on both the secondary roadways, those ramps, as well as the freeway. So take it easy this morning.
Okay, thank you. Please drive safe, Andy.
We have a few power outages to report this morning. There are about 1,000 customers in the dark just south of North Prairie in Waukesha County. There's a small outage in the city of Waukesha and in Sturtevant as well. Reps with We Energies tell us crews are working right now to fix those problems. We are also monitoring school delays for you this morning. So far, there's only one. Lakeside Lutheran High School in Lake Mills is on a 2-hour delay and hoping to start classes at 10 this morning. Be sure to keep an eye at the bottom of your screen for any new information. You can also go to our website, cbs58.com, to see any closures or delays. Just go to the Weather tab and click on Closings.
Well, our live team coverage continues this morning with a look at road safety preparations.
While many of you were sleeping, crews were out in many communities salting the streets. In Waukesha County, crews are on standby right now. CBS 58's Matt Doyle continues our live team coverage this morning. Matt, we've had a little bit of freezing rain so far, and it seems like crews there may be...
We're here in Waukesha County, and they've just started to trickle in. Some of the drivers were called in a little after 5:30. We've seen about 4 or 5 of them just show up here. Now, they haven't exactly left. They've had a few crews out this morning, but the whole crew, now people are just starting to come in. We did see a couple of guys start heading over towards the salt domes at this point, but right now, the crews are still in there, but we have had a lot of precipitation coming down throughout the morning where we've been for the past...
Hold up.
The latest check is right now it's kind of a mix of rain and snow at this point, and we have some slush that has accumulated on the ground where we've kind of been around this area. But again, when you stand at it, it feels like it's raining. Then also, if you take a look at it when it hits your hand, it's kind of the mix of snow and rain at this point. So right now they're starting to trickle in with their plow crews. One of the big things is that they don't pre-salt here in Waukesha County. They tell me that's just kind of a waste of salt considering how scarce salt has been this year. That's one issue that they face. So right now the plow truck drivers starting to show up here at the Highway Operations Center. We'll continue to monitor this here in Waukesha. We're live in Waukesha County. Matt Doyle, CBS 58 News.
Well, the city of Wauwatosa is splitting up their salt with sand to treat the roads this morning. They're using a 50-50 salt to sand mix for the rest of the winter because buying new salt would mean paying 3 times the normal price. The shortage of salt is something that both public and private roads departments have had to deal with since last month.
The other thing is there's supply and demand. There's only so much they can make and mine on a yearly basis out of the salt mines.
Many municipalities and cities have a 20% reserve supply of salt.
How you navigate the roads today could make all the difference when it comes to your safety as well as all the other drivers out on the roads.
And our live team coverage continues. Meteorologist Michael Schlesinger. And Michael, we know that there's been frozen rain and now it's just a soggy mess. What are you encountering where you are at this hour?
Yeah, that's right, Nate. I'm in the side streets in West Allis. I wanted to get a real feel for stopping and go traffic to see how it's like. You know what? It's not bad at all. It's a little bit slushy. The lines on the roads are hard to see, so just a heads up on that. My hands are on the wheel. I got the seatbelt on. Defroster's on, the wipers are working too, and just you really got to tack on, I'd say probably 10-15 extra minutes to get where you're going this morning. There's no need to rush, and of course, you hit an icy patch, it can be very scary. You probably witnessed that before. Hopefully you haven't. If you do, you want to put your foot off the brake and then turn your wheel in the direction where you want to go. So no need to rush this morning, no erratic movements at all. Slow and steady is sort of the theme of the morning. And again, I've been driving for a little bit now. I've noticed a changeover lands. You know, we've seen sleet earlier on. Now it looks like some rain mixed in with snow. It looks like more snow than rain, I have to mention, just the last minute or so. But again, in terms of the travel, not bad at all. A little bit slushy on these side streets, but you know, you allow some extra time, you're not rushing, it shouldn't really matter at all, and hopefully you put some salt down as well. And just a quick mention too, survival kit, it's nice to have that in your car, have a list of things. Hopefully on the screen right now you can see things to have. Kitty litter is great in case you get stuck, it's great for traction, have blankets, water, non-perishable food, flares, flashlights, just common sense things just to really be safe and sound in weather like this. You don't want to take anything for granted. And again, if you get into an accident with another vehicle, stay in your car, especially if you're on a highway. You don't want to do that. Get out of your car. That could be trouble too. And again, just play it safe. Stay off the cell phone. Just again, common sense things, very important on a morning like this. For now, we are on the side streets of West Allis. Michael Schlesinger, CBS 58 News.
Thank you, Michael, and appreciate you keeping your eyes forward during that report. And this wintry mix will present itself in many ways across our community. If you have a weather story to share, tell us through the lens of your camera. We want you to send us your photos to share. Just snap it, then you can email it to Pix, and it's PIX at CBS58.com. And to stay up to date on the forecast, check it out anytime and from anywhere with the CBS 58 weather app. It's free to download. You can also get the First Alert forecast on our website at CBS58.com.
6:09 right now. Reaction is coming in this morning after more than 27,000 pages of emails and documents used in the John Doe investigation into Kelly Rindfleisch were released. Governor Scott Walker has denied knowing anything about a secret email system operating within his office that led to an investigation landing some of his aides behind bars. Those secret emails suggest the governor may have known more than he admitted. We've learned that legally there's no jeopardy for the governor, but there may be potential for political fallout.
I don't know that. I would have to see what the information has. I guess if there's the smoking gun, of course.
I wouldn't expect there to be a great deal of consequence within these emails. Time will tell.
Governor Scott Walker addressed media questions about those emails.
I don't know that there'll be any great surprises beyond what they've already talked about.
Since then, the governor's office has released a statement. It says in part, the focus of Governor Walker remains on moving Wisconsin forward by creating jobs and reducing the tax burden.
Time now is 6:10, and Milwaukee mom is not backing down from critics after video of her scolding her 12-year-old on Facebook went viral.
The next time that she's on Facebook and I catch her on Facebook, I'm beating the hell out of her.
Lorraine Walls says this was the third time her daughter created a fake Facebook page after she forbid her from joining the social networking site. The 12-year-old was suspended from school after a fight that began on the site. Walls says she felt that the video was the best way to get through to the girl.
If you can get a child and expose that child to help that child, not to hurt them, I'm not out to hurt Letitia. I want her to live. I want her to be somebody.
Well, the video is creating quite a stir on our Facebook page. You can watch the entire thing on CBS58.com.
6:11 right now. If you're just waking up with us, we are dealing with a wintry mix. It is not a nice morning commute. Lance, what are we dealing with right now on the radar and what's to come?
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to show you zoomed in here on a precision Doppler radar as we were looking at some of that snow mixing. Michael was just showing us getting the snow mixing in with sleet and also some freezing rain across the area. So we're looking at quite a mess early this morning. The radar just absolutely lit up with all these different colors showing us the different kinds of precipitation for you. So a little bit of light snow and rain mix up to the north. Right now, the heaviest of it, though, coming right across Waukesha, I-94. And you notice how we're getting some red returns here, indicative of some large precipitation targets. Could be some sleet. That sends back a very high signal to the radar itself. And then heavy wet snow has been coming down across parts of Walworth, also mixing with the rain, Walworth County, Racine, and Kenosha. And that area is beginning to work up to the north as well. And we're going to see this on and off through the rest of this morning. I mean, look at the blues here across Racine and Kenosha County. We'll show you what's going on with the motion, everything lifting up to the north. And you can see it really as it's encountering the colder air in southeast Wisconsin. It was all rain just to the south, and then it starts mixing over sleet, freezing rain, and into some snow as well. The wider view shows the moisture surge all the way back across portions of Iowa, around Davenport, the Quad Cities, lifting up towards Peoria, and into northern portions of Illinois as well. So this moisture will be working through the area. Unfortunately, as we go through the rest of the morning commute, we could see in spots about 1 to 2 inches of a slushy accumulation with that morning mix, and then it's going to change over to rain showers as we go into, say, mid-morning and into the afternoon, and then changing back over to some snow showers later on this evening. And then tonight, the wind really kicks in, and that could be an issue. A high wind warning in effect starting at 9 o'clock tonight. We get winds 50 to 55 mile per hour gusts, and that could do some damage with some power lines overnight tonight. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Right now, above freezing in Milwaukee at 34 degrees, but the actual surface, the ground itself, is right around freezing, and that's why we're getting a little freezing on contact. In fact, temperatures at 32 degrees, rain, sleet, snow coming down in Waukesha, 32 also in Burlington. Everybody else about a degree or two warmer than that. So here's our precision forecast model doing a great job just showing that wintry mess across southeast Wisconsin this morning. Notice that initial surge of moisture lifts to the north of us by noon. We'll have more widely scattered showers, rain showers moving through, and then we'll see that mix coming in again later on this afternoon and this evening. Even a rumble of thunder not out of the question. Eventually we wrap in the colder air, but it will change everything back over to some snow, but again, very windy overnight tonight. Snow showers, little if any accumulation during the overnight hours. So winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock, a little bit longer than that in our northern counties. We'll see temperatures today right around 40 degrees as that wintry mix changes over to all rain. And then 29 degrees tonight, again, a little bit of accumulation, and then mainly dry tomorrow, 31 degrees, partly cloudy skies, very windy, and those temperatures back behind this storm system are really starting to wrap in some colder air, 20s for the weekend, and then well, we're back into the teens for highs through the first half of next week. I'll let you know if that happens, if that lasts through next week and into next weekend with that 10-day forecast for you. We'll see that in just a few minutes. Nate and Jessica.
What a winter. Thanks, Lance. 6:14 on this Thursday morning. A truce was called less than 24 hours ago.
However, violence has returned to Kiev. We'll have the latest on gunfire at Independence Square in just a few moments. And this is a live look of that area right now. Plus, what happens when you combine a group of teenagers, a canoe, and a really big hill? Well, you're going to find out.
Also, how wearable technology can help you get into shape quickly and efficiently.
Those stories and more when the CBS 58 Morning News returns.
Save thousands of Washington's steering John Paul's President's Day sale going on now. Save over $5,000 on new Buick Veranos from $18,995. Own it for only $199 a month. Plus get free tires, batteries, and brakes for life.
John Paul's Buick GMC. If you've been injured in an accident, call Daniel Condis Law Offices. The consultation is free and there's no charge to you until we settle your case.
Call Daniel Condos Law Offices at 414-444-4444.
Has seeing a dentist been on your mind but worried about the cost? Come to Dental Works. We accept most insurance, or we'll help you work out affordable payments, whether your dental needs include regular exams or whitenings. And now, get a free exam and x-rays. Smile easy. Dental Works.
For huge auto show savings at your Metro Milwaukee Honda dealers. Honda steals the auto show with a new Accord for only $199 a month and the Civic for only $159 a month. Get quality that's unmatched as Honda is rated the most durable, longest-lasting brand for the past 25 years. Hurry in for unbeatable quality, low lease and finance rates, and now limited-time auto show savings. So, get up and go to your Metro Milwaukee Honda dealer or visit HondaDealersMilwaukee.com.
Save thousands at Washington Steering. John Paul's President's Day sale going on now. Lease a brand new GMC Terrain, only $169 a month and pay zero security delivery. Includes 2 years of maintenance plus get free tires, batteries, and brakes for life.
John Paul's Buick GMC.
Queen's getting ready for the big awards with the hilarious Anthony Anderson.
I gotta get your couch warmed up for Matthew McConaughey.
The Golden Sisters and Carson Kressley's affordable awards parties. Next week.
Today at 3 on CBS 58. Dr. Phil, today at 4 on CBS 58.
CBS 58 News Time is 6:17. Andy Bravelli is driving with the exclusive iCam right now. This is a live look. He just passed Miller Park. You can see a wintry mix falling on his windshield, a little bit of freezing rain. The road's definitely wet. Be careful. We have snow falling in some spots, rain in others. It's a mess across the state of Wisconsin. Vice President Joe Biden says the government probably will not hit its goal of enrollees for the Affordable Health Care Act. Biden says it would be a good start if 5 to 6 million people sign up for the president's health care plan by the end of March, but that number would still be significantly short of the administration's goal of 7 million. Open enrollment under federal law expires on March 31st. The U.S. Homeland Security Department is warning airlines to be on the lookout for explosives hidden in shoes, cosmetics, and liquids. Officials say the bulletin is a general warning and now based on a specific threat. A similar alert was issued 2 weeks ago, but that time it was focused on flights into Russia. This time it's based on domestic flights.
Time right now, 6:18 in Ukraine. Despite the office of the Ukrainian president announcing a truce, gunfire continues in Kiev. We're going to take a live look right now and check out what's happening there in Kiev. And this is, again, live images right now. Fires continue to burn there after the deadly clashes between the military and protesters picked back up this morning. Now, the truce announcement comes after President Obama's warnings and threats from the European Union to stop the violence there or face economic sanctions. No word yet, though, on just how many more are dead this morning. And 82 elderly South Koreans, along with their caregivers, are traveling to see relatives who live in North Korea. The families have been separated since the 1950s-era Korean War, and this is perhaps the last chance for many to see each other. Reunions start today and end next Tuesday.
Going out of business, sales started American television this morning. What the Better Business Bureau wants you to know before you go looking for a deal.
All that noise coming out of one printer. You recognize the tune? We'll explain how it's possible next.
Plus, Facebook is buying an app for a record-breaking $19 billion.
Wow.
That's next in Money Watch.
A lot of money.